analysis, informs critical business decisions and marketing strategies. Let's put our hands together as we make welcome to the stage, Oluwaseun Sokeye.
Everybody, my name is Oluwaseun Sokeye, and I'm an accountant turned product manager. I'm going to be talking on a simple but yet profound conversation, which is on perseverance. Perseverance is where you do things that nobody has done, where you go to places where nobody goes, where you hang on things when everybody lets go. It's the constant movement forward to things that, regardless of the obstacles that you face, you keep progressing. And I'll just illustrate this with some personal journey of mine. When I was 10 years old, I was in primary 3 and I was moving to primary 4. But we then moved cities. We moved from Lagos to Abuja. The secondary school I had attended said that they couldn't certify the standard of education I received in Lagos, so I needed to repeat primary 3. I repeated primary 3, and then I went on to primary 4. And in primary 4, I took an entrance to a private secondary school where I passed, went into GS1. Out of 118 people, you wouldn't believe this position I got. I got 117. Now, what I told then was, I told people I got 99th, and that was because there were 2 people that got 98, so there was no 99, it was 98 and then 100. So it was a perfect mix. And then I had to repeat GS1 again. I repeated GS1 and then went through this entire process to GS3. I knew that definitely I needed to find a different way to make sure that I get what I needed to do. And by the end of my GS3, I had come out with my junior WAEC with 9 A's and 5 B's. Another instance was in 200 level, here in Landmark University. It was one of the darkest moments of my career journey. I had sunk into depression, I'd flunked out, and I even had a carryover. And then in 200 level holiday, I showed my dad my result, and my dad spoke to me and he said something that stuck with me. He said, "I believe in you. I know you can do it. All you need to do is to persevere." I came into 300 level with a plan. The first thing was that I needed to be course rep. Why? Because the course rep is the person that manages attendance. I have to be in class. Also, it means that I could galvanize my colleagues and get them to do tutorials for me and also tutorials for everybody so I would learn. And then 300 level was my best academic record. It was so good that in 300 level, when I was going to 400 level, I got recommended or nominated for 3 student leaderships: General Secretary for Student Council, Head of Ushering, and Head of Orphanage Support Team. It was interesting. It was interesting that when I got into the interview for the student leadership, they were confused and told me to step out first. Now, after this journey, I met someone that didn't allow his academics define him. He graduated with a 2.2 from a public university. Today, when you hear his name, you know him not by his academic record, but by the impact he has done for the African market and the African continent as a whole. I met Tony Elumelu. With Tony Elumelu, I worked, I engaged, and after working with him, I built a mantra around it. The mantra was, there's a purpose for what you're doing. There's a purpose and there's a goal for what you want to go to. So to get there, you need to, regardless of the situation, do every single thing you need to do, whether you're tired, whether you're crying, whether you're sad, whether you're angry, just keep doing it because the next day needs to be better than today. So to persevere, you need passion. passion for what you do. Because it's only passion that helps you to define what obstacles you face in life. It's only passion that will enable you to see challenges and take actions towards them. Now, always remember that regardless of the situation, you might fail, you might succeed in some things, but there is always a need to find a way to constantly move forward. There's going to be a need to always evolve over your obstacles. One of the things that I've learned over time is looking at obstacles and managing myself in them. There, while I was going and moving into product management, I then made a resolve to say that regardless of whatever would happen, I would take steps, I will move in, I would, continue to read. Regardless of what I was doing, I was working at the time, I had a job, but I would make steps to make sure that I moved into product management. Now, 4 years down the road, I built some of the amazing products in Africa. Some of the products that I built, I'll just reference one, that I built and managed over the past 2 years has managed over 500 billion units of votes for publicly listed companies in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So I'll just mention to you, don't allow where you are currently to define where you are going to. Don't allow, the stumbling blocks to limit you from where you can't go to. Put those stumbling blocks as stepping stones to move to your next height. Remember, like I mentioned, you would fail. You failed in a lot of things, but pick yourself up and continue to do it repeatedly and repeatedly. Because you have a dream, and because of you have a dream and a goal for where you want to go to, you will face challenges along the way. And because you face challenges, you need to find different ways, and that's why we are pathfinders. You need to find different ways to move in, scale those stumbling blocks, constantly do it every day till you get there. And I know you'll get there. Thank you very much.